Hi guys, this is Kazuki933, and today I am here with one of my new girls named Fawn. She's not in all of her clothes that I got her. She actually stole this coat from room 2. Well, it was supposed to be for Ashent, but instead she stole it from, But since Ashent isn't here, she stole it. It's a cute little hood and stuff and pockets. Stole Ashent's shoes since she's not here. New top. Stole Maria's bottoms because she doesn't have her jeans. Have not shipped yet, nor have her cardigans. So, and this bow's actually from the not necessarily full set because there's no shoes or anything, but apparently it came from a Volks SD British schoolgirl set. I don't have a ST girl. I was planning on it. This is where the money went. Oh, one random thing. My television's on, so if you hear voices, that's what it is. We're having severe thunderstorms, and there's actually been tornado watches. And we actually just had a siren not too long ago before I started this. I was going to start it, but then my sister came in the room, off the doll topic real quick, came into the room and was talking to me. Then we heard the sirens, so we rushed downstairs. Parents were sitting at the kitchen table and asked us, are you going downstairs? Because we have a basement down there. And we said, not if you're not going to. Because for one, if my parents are going to go, I'm going with them. I'm not going to lie, because that would, because my parents are practically my world to me, even at the age of 20, almost 21, in like less than a month, they're still my world to me. So I'm not gonna lie, if I'm not gonna say that I would off myself if they were to die, but if it came to a tornado, and I'm going to stay in the same room with them, so. Okay, besides that, yeah, so there's severe weather, and it was pretty bad earlier. So I had to go downstairs. I'm upstairs in my room right now. And so, yeah, I had the television on, and they're talking about different stuff, like, since I'm on the border close to, Indiana, I live in Northwest Ohio, so, they go through, and I think this is actually the Fort Wayne channel, Fort Wayne, Indiana, but they talk about, yeah, ABC 13 News or something. I think that's the Indiana one. So they talk about stuff around Indiana and somewhat Northwest Ohio and bits in there. But, yeah, so we gotta keep our ears out for that. But besides me rambling about that for about three minutes or so. Anyways, back onto doll stuff, because that's practically it. Okay, so this is Fawn. She's my new girl. She actually, I got her secondhand, and she's from 2008, like Rin. So they're both from basically almost the same year. Rin was well taken care of. Like, I unstrung her and everything and that, and I actually cleaned her and stuff, but she wasn't really dirty for being from 2008. The person took really, really good care of her. And that made me really happy, because I love Rin so much. And Rin just flopped her head like, no, you don't love me. Okay, now she's looking down. So when this girl's from 2008 as well, I actually bought, like I said, I bought her secondhand. She's a Fairyland Minifee Miyu. She was taken well enough care as well, except her face up at the top, right up here, was chipped really, really bad, and in between her eyes, like, the nose was really bad. Her eyelashes were gone. All there was were fuzzies at the top of, her eye. That was it. Just fuzzies. And I thought to myself, oh, when I get her, I'll see if I can try and save the face up or not. And if I probably tried harder, I might have been able to, except, you know, with it might have looked weird. Since, you know, I've never tried to save a face up before, it's probably, you probably can't. And I've heard that with so much chipping, you can't really do it. But you can't blame me for trying, because I kind of wanted to see if I could do something. She had her original Fairyland face up, actually, and it was basically dirty. And then I had actually, I took her face, I took it downstairs with me and went to the sink, and I held it over the sink with Winsor & Newton, and I thought to myself, am I really going to do this? Am I really going to do this? And so I would not stop myself. I quickly took a cloth, dipped it in Winsor & Newton, and quickly scrubbed all over the face so I couldn't save it. That way I knew I couldn't save it, and I kept scrubbing. And that way I knew it was final, and that I wouldn't have tried to keep it, because even though it was chipped and everything, it was still beautiful, because Fairyland face-ups are always beautiful. But it was, like I said, it was chipped and everything, and I think in the back of my heart, down the bottom of it, I really wanted to do a face-up on a Fairyland doll. And the only... Yeah, they have a siren on the news channel. The only way I knew that I would try and do a face up on her is if I practiced on my two bigger heads, my SD heads, and they came out very well. For me, not doing face ups for months, for about 2 days, Saturday and Sunday last weekend, I actually did a face up on them. After seeing a video from Denali Wind and how she said she does hers. And I knew you were supposed to layer and everything, but I was lazy and I never really liked to do it, and there was so much MSC that I thought I was wasting. But you know, you should do it in layers. You really should. Like every time like I would see like her cheeks start to get less rosy, I would start putting some more pastel on her cheeks. I only usually use pastel and watercolor pencils. I don't use paint. I might someday, but I don't use paint. It's not a crime or anything. Like, her face up is gorgeous. Like, I don't know. It's kind of dark, so it's not that. And there's pictures like on Flickr if you ever see my Flickr, but there's actually under here, her eyelashes have some white in between the black, but you can't really see that. But she has very, very pretty eyes. Like, everything, I tried to get everything, all of her clothes, within the US. So, this shirt that she's wearing actually came from somebody in Cincinnati, Ohio, because like I said, I live in Northwest Ohio. That came when it shipped. It came within a day. Usually stuff in Ohio gets shipped and it comes in a day. If it comes from Michigan, it's usually about a day. Indiana, somewhere around a day too. But they're usually like close to bordering states and stuff. But so yeah, I tried to do that. And I actually wanted to do a face-up for her with Moongyo pastels. I think that's how it's called. Moongyo. A Korean brand. Like, apparently everybody thinks it's the shit or something, but and it is really good. You get more off the stick than my pastels that I had. And layering it more actually brings out even more vivid color. So I was glad I did that. So it was Moongyo pastels and like Faber, I think it's Faber-Castell, however you say that, watercolor pencils. So those were my two things that I did. And then Winsor & Newton Galleria gloss or whatever for her lips. She has no eyelashes yet. I ordered some from It on Card, and they should be in maybe Tuesday when they ship it. Maybe. So yeah, this is Fawn, F-A-W-N, not F-A-U-N, because I thought the W was cute. So the person that I bought her from included these tight legging things, and then like a different set of leggings. So she came with those. She came with no eyes. I actually ordered the eyes she has from a person in Michigan. Like I said, I wanted everything in the U.S. Everything. Like the Mungyo pastels came the same day she did, which I was ecstatic about. Because actually I took her apart and washed her that same night, even though I came home from work tired. I took apart her body and everything and washed her. I never had taken apart a minifee before, but I wasn't scared to do it. They have more pieces than all my dolls that I've ever had, like over there on that shelf back there. But I wasn't scared to do it, as long as you keep them together, you know. And then I got rid of her face up and I redid it the same night too. And I never do this, but actually I was doing the face up and I did quite a bit of it at the kitchen table. Took my lamp and everything downstairs and I started doing it at the kitchen table. So yeah, that was an adventure. My mom came home after me practically slaving 2.5 hours over her face up because I wanted it perfect, absolutely perfect. So I was doing that and some other things. I was watching that new not necessarily show, it was like a movie type thing called Killing Kennedy. I was listening to it more so, and they were running that thing all day. It was interesting and everything, but so yeah. That's what happened, and that's what I've been doing in the hobby lately. I was dead set on getting an SD. I'm not gonna lie about that. I was going to get a Feeple 60. I really wanted a Feeple 60, and I still do. I love a Feeple 60 Chloe. But you know, Fairyland kind of took their Feeples off at the beginning of November, November 3rd, I think. So no Feeple. And I was going to maybe buy one secondhand, but like Feeples are expensive in the first place, and then I didn't want to buy one through Denver at all just because of it's a little bit of a longer wait, and I did not want to wait anymore. And I'm already already going to be for my other minifee, Shunt. Like I hope to get her maybe in December, maybe hopefully. So, and I ordered her in August, like August 17th, I think. So that it will be a little while yet. Makes me sad. But she's my first tan minifee. This is my first normal minifee. And I'm very glad I saved her. Like, she was very dirty and everything, but I can tell she was well loved. She was played with a lot and everything. I could tell just because of, you know, because of the dirt and stuff. There was actually a piece of like lint in her foot. It was funny. And how, you know, somebody was changing wigs and stuff like that and opening her head and just all around playing with her. So she was well loved. I'm happy with my Miyu. I always actually wanted one. I wanted a Miyu. Quit that, you. A Miyu, a Feeple 60 Chloe, hopefully. What else? There's probably others. Like, at first I wanted a Little Fee Luna, but I still got her in Pookie Fee size. So my Pookie Fees are over on the shelf back there, which you can't see because of my doll bag and my hockey cap. So, but yeah. I'm not sure. Like, there's probably other dolls. My sister wants a minifee auntie. And hopefully she'll get her blank so I can do a face-up on it, because this face, how can you deny this face? It's adorable. I've gotten a lot better at face-ups lately, and I was so giddy when my first two SD heads turned out well enough. And she turned out the best. I'm glad I practiced more before. I told myself I would only get her if I could actually succeed in making a good enough face-up on them, and I did. So I put in an inquiry and asked about her, and I have her. She was up for less than maybe a day or so before I asked about her. So everybody, this is fun, and I hope to maybe post a link down in the description, hopefully down there. There, of my Flickr, so you can see pictures of Fawn. And I hope you guys actually watched this, but if you didn't, that's okay, because my videos are usually long and drawn out. So, yeah. Next, I hope to do a prompt 42 on how to avoid scams. So if you want to watch that, then good for you too, because I hope to have it up soon. See you guys later.